Hi everyone, and welcome to the Art of Online Marketing. Today I'm going to be talking about hashtags. So my name is Denise and I am the owner of Strategro, and I empower business owners to connect with their audience and their potential customers on social media, and I help them have fun while doing it. So usually I do this show live, but I'm actually at the Tourism Industry Association of Nova Scotia Summit in Halifax today, so it made more sense to pre-record this and get it out on your regular time, because I'm not physically going to have time today to do it live. So I want to give you something so that you wouldn't miss me and my knowledge too much. All right, so today's topic is, what the heck is a hashtag? So every time I do a workshop or a presentation or lunch and learn, hashtags are always a big question, and they're always a topic that come up and they're of interest. So I thought that I would help you understand. I would do video to help you understand what hashtags are, how they work, when to use them and what not to use them, and a little bit more about what hashtags are in general, because I know it can be a little bit strange and confusing, especially for just starting out. So before we get started, let me know if you're watching, who you are, where you're from, and what your business is. And if you have any business owner friends on your Facebook list or wherever, definitely share this video so they can benefit from this knowledge too. Okay, so today's topic, what the heck is a hashtag? So in basic terms, a hashtag is tagging any post with certain keywords. And you do this by adding what was once known as the pound symbol. So adding a hashtag to your post makes your post searchable on each platform. So individually, you can search them on each platform. So if you post something on Instagram with a hashtag, you can go into Instagram and you can search for that hashtag, and everyone who's posted a post with that hashtag on it, it'll show up in your search. So anything can be hashtagged by simply adding that pound or the hashtag symbol in front of a word, and then it becomes your keyword. So you can create your own, or you can add to ones that already exist out there. So you can hashtag absolutely anything. There aren't certain ones that exist. It's just a matter of putting that pound sign in front of the word, and it becomes a hashtag. Now, why would you want to hashtag something? What is the point of using a hashtag? So it's to keep common interests together. So if you are hosting an event or like a conference or a wedding, you might have a hashtag that's specific to that event, so that all of the participants can use that hashtag, and then you can go back and see all of the posts related to that particular event. So if you search the word, everything that was hashtag that is going to show up in your search, right? So another reason that you might use hashtags is to connect with people who have similar interests as you. So if you might use a hashtag if you have a specific interest, like hashtag extreme kite surfer, and then you could connect with people all over the world who have a similar interest as you. And you could see what they're up to, what they're doing, how they do it, and learn some cool things from them. And it also keeps you on top of trends. So for example, at some point everyone was going on about these unicorn frappuccinos. So this happens when a hashtag or keyword gets enough momentum that it becomes trending because everyone's talking about it. So the easiest way to keep tabs on that is with the hashtags. So how can you use hashtags for your business? So far I've only given you the down low of how they work and how you might use them on a personal level, but they can be effective for your business as well. So first of all, you need to get into the mind of your customer and think about what types of things they might be searching for. So for example, if you own a grocery store, you might use a hashtag like hashtag what's for dinner, hashtag buy local, anything that's kind of putting a tag on the content that you're putting out there, and that signifies what you stand for. If you owned a hardware store, you might use a hashtag like home improvement and so on. So there's millions out there. So it's really a matter of doing a bit of research and Googling what types of hashtags are common in your industry, maybe what your competitors are doing, and see what types of hashtags would be most relevant to your business to really speak to your customers and see what they might be looking for. So if your business and your brand is big enough and it's recognizable enough, you can stake claim to your own hashtag. So there's definitely some out there like Starbucks, Pepsi, Oreo, Beyonce, all those kinds of things that you can search it and tons of things are going to pop up. So if it's recognizable enough, you can definitely do that for your own business. And then you can see everyone who is kind of tagging your business and really keep in touch with them and open up a conversation. But if you're a smaller business, I really don't recommend doing it because no one's going to be searching for that. So I don't use my own hashtag because people aren't out there looking for it. So it needs to be something recognizable enough that lots of people might be using it. So if you're smaller, it won't really do you much good. So another strategy to use is trending or timely hashtags. So if what you're posting relates to what is trending, absolutely. So for example, if you had Black Friday sales or Cyber Monday sales, it would have been relevant to post hashtag Black Friday or hashtag Cyber Monday, right? Because you are having a sale related to that event. So by tagging it, when somebody goes to Instagram or Twitter and they want to know what kind of sales are going on, they might search that and your post will pop up in those searches. If you owned a running store in Boston or something, the few weeks leading up to the Boston Marathon, you could absolutely use the hashtag Boston Marathon. And then again, if people are searching for tags related to Boston Marathon, your running shop would pop up on your posts. Those posts would pop up and the people would be able to look at your content and see what you're up to. And then again, if there's any festival or holiday or anything going on that's trending or timely and what you're doing is related to that, you can absolutely do it. So it might be a smaller festival in your town. It might be a big holiday like Halloween or Christmas that you might want to tag. So the more people who are tagging, the more your post is going to bump down. But if it's too small, then people aren't going to be searching for it. So you need to keep that in mind too. But what I absolutely don't want you to do is to just jump on trending hashtags if they're not relevant to what you're doing. So this is called hashtag hijacking. And it's when you tag something that is not related to what you're doing just because it's trending. So for example, if I hashtag like Sears in all of my posts because I know that's a trending topic because Sears is closing and a lot of people are talking about it, that would be hashtag hijacking because it's really not at all relevant to what I'm posting. So, I mean, you kind of get the idea. So what would happen, the reason people do this is because, of course, when people search for that tag, then their post shows up in it and they get like exposure. But I don't want you to do this at all. This is considered spam. So I know you know not to do it. All right, so another thing that really seems to confuse my clients is when people use hashtags ironically. So you might see people on Facebook or Twitter or wherever, and they're hashtagging an entire sentence. So they're not really doing this for any reason other than to be funny or to be ironic. It's really of no use to them because no one is going to search for that specific sentence. It's just they think it's funny, so they do it. So they're just being ironic about it, but there's really no point in doing such a thing. So lastly, I want to talk a little bit about where to use hashtags. So hashtags started out as a Twitter thing. Twitter didn't invent them, but I don't think we need to go into the whole history of how they started. But basically, Twitter started to use hashtags as a way to categorize conversations, and they are still frequently used on that platform. And hashtags are also popular on Instagram. So Instagram lets you easily search for tags in their search function. So Because they don't have the character limitation that Twitter does, I would say that hashtags are probably even more used even more on Instagram, because you can put a lot more in one post because you have more space. So hashtags are a thing on Twitter and Instagram. But what about Facebook? So that's a complicated answer. So hashtags do exist on Facebook. So if you hashtag something, it'll become a link and you can click on it and you can see all of the other posts that are hashtagged for that too. So you see, Facebook tried to make hashtags a thing because they saw that they were popular on other sites, namely Twitter. So they wanted to take part of that too. But they didn't really take off, and that's mostly because the differences in the platforms. So Facebook is more of a closed platform, and that means that you can decide who's going to see what you put out there. You can set privacy settings. You need to accept their friend requests for them to be able to see what you're doing, and basically limit what people see. But Twitter is an open platform, so you don't need to accept anything, and people can go and see what you're tweeting about and what you're posting. So that's a major difference. So I suppose I can just sum this conversation up with this, and that's that posts on Facebook without hashtags do a lot better than those with hashtags. So if you're posting something without a hashtag on Facebook, you're getting higher reach, you're getting higher engagement, and all the kinds of things that you want. So I think this little nugget should make the decision pretty easy for you of whether or not to use hashtags on Facebook. All right, so there you have it. Hopefully this helped you understand a little bit more about hashtags, when to use them, when not to use them, and what the point of hashtags is. So a reminder that nominations for the Social Media Business Awards are still open, and they are open till midnight. So head over to my website, strategro.ca, and click on Social Media Awards, and you can go and you can nominate your favorite business on social media. There's 5 categories, so there should be something there for everyone. So if you know a business who's doing a great job on social media, head over there, nominate them, and give them a little bit of love for the great job that they're doing. All right, so there you have it. I go live every Tuesday on Facebook. I mean, with the exception of this week where I'm not live because I'm doing other things, but you can check out my previous videos on my Facebook page, or you can head over to my website, strategro.ca, under blog, and see all of my videos there. Okay, thanks everyone, and I'll see you all next week. Bye.